Hey guys, Martin here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so yesterday I made this post over on Twitter. I wanted to make a video, this video, going over what would be the most wanted or highly anticipated EZAs that we could see in this upcoming year of 2024. That's right, we're into a new year. We're going to have a whole year's worth of EZAs ahead. Now, obviously, some units are going to be more likely to get them than others. I've had a quick scroll down through the thread already, and, you know, I've seen units that are probably way too recent to get an EZA this year, but the point is more so just to see the units that people are excited about to get an EZA, not necessarily who are going to be the most realistic. It is just literally, as it says on the tweet, who is your most wanted or most anticipated EZA for 2024. I put our boy AGL Bardock here as just a placeholder. Thought I'd put an image, and he definitely is one that I'm looking forward to. With the physical transforming Vegeta getting his EZA very soon on Global, obviously it's already out on JP. He is the next in line Saiyan Day unit that doesn't have an EZA yet, so I think it'd be very cool if he gets one. Being a crossover unit, I think he's on Rose's 200% team, and I've always really, you guys know I'm a big Bardock fan, I've always really liked his active skill transformation into Super Saiyan, so his EZA would definitely be a big one for me. So we're going to go through and just check out the comments, see what you guys picked. And obviously, if you did not see this tweet, I did share it in the stream last night and this morning as well for people to get their replies in before the video got made. If you didn't see the tweet or your reply doesn't get read out, I'll try and go through them all. I'm not sure how many there are. Do let me know in the comments of the video who is the EZA that you are most looking forward to seeing in this upcoming year. So, to start us off, we have our boy Minato. Soon will be my time. Soon will be time for my agenda to rise again. Yeah, Tech Gohan is definitely a unit. I feel like he's probably going to get mentioned a few times, right? This is a guy who his EZA needs very little in order for him to be incredibly good once again. So I mean, he's already still arguably like runnable now. So his EZA, I feel like his EZA will be hugely divisive, just like his release. They'll either give him basically nothing and people will be super disappointed, even though he could actually still be kind of good, or they'll give him a bit more than maybe we're expecting and he just actually will hands down be the best EZA TUR. So I guess we will wait and see, but he definitely is highly anticipated. We have another one here. This is from our boy Vector. These are two EZAs that would definitely be very high up my list. And that is, of course, the Tech Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta and Int Super Saiyan 2 Angel Goku that transform into Majin Vegeta and Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku. These guys are great. I loved these units when they came out. I got pretty lucky on their Dual Dokkan Fest. I've always liked Super Saiyan 2 as a form, so I really enjoyed the Super Saiyan 2 team in the game when it first was available. So these guys getting an EZA would be absolutely fantastic. And then we have the account that is the image version of someone correcting your grammar in a sentence, where this guy will always appear out of nowhere to post the HD images of any image that you posted on your tweet. But then he's got, this is my most wanted EZA for 2024, Tech Broly. So Tech Broly, definitely another one that is up there. A lot of people want to see new Broly representation for something like, you know, worldwide, maybe even part 2 of an anniversary, if the anniversary is going to be like Broly movie related or something like that, right? People want more Broly representation, and any of that with a new unit can bring along with it the EZA for the Tech LR Broly. So definitely one I'm looking forward to. I really like this unit, so excited for that one. Then we have Kenny McGee with the Int Angel Super Saiyan 2 Goku as well. Yep, him and the Majin Vegeta I think are very popular choices. Now we have our boy Arceus. This is definitely a top pick, I think. The STR Super Vegeta as well. I'm sure we'll see him mentioned on the list. But the Worldwide Celebration LRs, Boo especially, what with the 21 releasing, Majin Power team having a 200% leader that is very good. You know, LR Super Boo is a unit that was always kind of good and got slept on because he didn't have a 200% team, and now that he does have one with the Majin 21, he is still absolutely crazy. I really enjoyed that unit, so him getting a massively relevant partner again, because it's kind of where he's lacking at the moment. This guy's EZA could be super, super good. So we have another dual Dokkan Fest for the Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku and Majin Vegeta. As you can see, very highly anticipated. Another Tech Gohan. Like I say, we knew he would be in here a few times, I think. Both the 6th anniversary LRs need to have cracked EZAs, especially Vegeta because he was the most underwhelming anniversary unit ever. I mean, we know for a fact that they're getting their EZA, right, in this year, because we've now started the trend. I mean, I guess global changes, Dokkan changes things, right, so they could not do the 6-year EZAs during the anniversary, but for the last 2 years, they have EZA'd the anniversary units building up. So last year was the 5th year as part of the 8th anniversary, so for the 9th anniversary, we are very much expecting the 6th anniversary LRs to EZA. I definitely agree that Vegeta was probably the worst aging anniversary unit, right? It wasn't long before people already just completely dropped him, so he does need a good EZA. STR Kefla and Super Vegeta, both interesting choices. STR Kefla, obviously one of the few Kefla representations in the game, so I think she's the only base form one, right? So she would be good. KO obviously wants more Universe 6 units getting buffs so that her team can actually be viable. And then Super Vegeta, I think, is definitely an exciting pick. He's a unit that, when he came out, was potentially one of the best TURs in the game, and then aged very quickly as soon as events jumped up in difficulty, because he's a unit that ideally wants to get hit first, but doesn't have the craziest defense until he's taken a hit. And then if you don't put him in slot 1, he's not doing as much damage, even though he has guaranteed crit. His kind of the timing of his release was unfortunate, I guess is the way we could say. So yeah, STR Super Vegeta, his EZA could absolutely be fantastic. So I'm looking forward to that one as well. Lenny, yeah, looking forward to this Bardock. EZA all of last year, so hopefully he gets one soon. Fingers crossed, right? I think what we could see for Saiyan Day, I'll make separate videos, of course, speculating about Saiyan Day and things like that as we get closer to those celebrations. But I feel like Dokkan should absolutely follow in like Legends footsteps, because the games often do stuff like, you know, one after the other or whatever. Saiyan Day could be a Goku and Bardock dual card, and then that would give them the opportunity to throw in like the AGL Bardock EZA, the Team Bardock Grey Apes, or the LR Team Bardock, finally give us the final copy and give them an EZA. So yeah, anything Bardock related, they could throw all those EZAs in there, so hopefully it will happen this year. The STR Vegito, we already mentioned Buhan, but STR Vegito and Tech Gogeta, love if they gave these guys the Blue Fusions treatment. Yeah, it would be super good for these guys to be back, very meta relevant, like seeing them at the top of like tier lists and stuff again would be very, very cool to see these guys come back. I did re-showcases of these guys, and obviously whilst they have aged, they can still be kind of fun. Like Tech Gogeta after supering nullifies Fusion Zamasu's super, which I made into a short, which I thought was great when we got that on stream. So I'd love to see these two guys being usable again. Of course, they're both on Super Saiyans as well, so with the new 200% team, with the Christmas LR, like we could just have a lot of fun with these units being good again. So we got Dokkan God, goddamn Chad himself. The EZA is not completely out of the question during 2024. I feel like it is. I feel like he's way too new, right? But yeah, I mean, if the Worldwide or New Year's is Majin Buu saga, I feel like they will go with the Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta and Angel Goku, right? I feel like this guy is way too new. But if he was to get an EZA, it would be super awesome. He's a unit that has only, you know, he's aged out by only a certain amount that I feel like his EZA wouldn't even necessarily have to be that crazy, and he could be super usable again. I think he's a cool unit. I always enjoyed using him. So whilst I don't think it's very likely, it would be super awesome. So Angel Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. Oh, this is the, they mean the physical LR, I'm assuming, right? So the physical LR with the UR #1 active skill, that would be awesome. We all expected to get that during the 8th anniversary, because obviously we got the Buu Duo, who basically are that unit, but as a joined forces character with the standby, rather than, you know, Vegeta being, the LR being Vegeta on his own with the Goku unit super. So I would absolutely love to see that. That would be very, very cool. Tech Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, the LR, that would definitely be great. We could definitely do with a new Bojack or a new Bojack movie Gohan, and then we could get, because we don't have a standalone full power Bojack, we have the transforming one. So yeah, new celebration like that could easily happen sometime during this year. We could see EZAs for this guy. The old, like the AGL full power Bojack doesn't have an EZA. The STR one maybe too new, but that would be great as well. So yeah, this guy, that would be pretty cool. I mean, they came out about the same time in terms of JP, right? So definitely could be on the table. Videl, I want her to move mountains when she gets her. Yeah, Videl, one of those units that had a an interesting release because she was arguably one of the best TURs in the game in a vacuum, but people didn't really like her team, and a lot of people just didn't like that it was Videl, but you couldn't really argue with the performance that she was putting out when she came out. So her EZA definitely could be very, very good. Then, of course, another mention for this guy should be a shoe-in for the anniversary, but also Tech Janemba and Tech Majin Vegeta. So Majin Vegeta, of course, we've seen already. Tech Janemba, yeah, Tech Janemba and AGL Pycon. I'm not sure. I guess they're not too new, but they would be certainly very interesting. I think there's at least one New Year Dual Dokkan Fest before them that has an EZA though, so not sure how likely they would be, but definitely that would be very good. Pikmin 4's Ghost, just want a good Broly. Yep, another Tech Broly enjoyer. That would be very, very good. Garfeater's that man right there, obviously the Bardock. UI and Vegeta. Hey, shout out to Toon, another Royal Blue user here. I mean, like we said, like these guys pretty much guaranteed, right, to get their EZA. So hopefully we will see that. Oh, now this is the first mention of Int Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I would love to see this. I do love Super Saiyan 4 as a form. Obviously getting the Limit Breaker Vegito from Heroes wants to be run on a full Super Saiyan 4, well, full Giant 8 power technically, but Super Saiyan 4 team if you're not running him on a Heroes team. The Tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, who got his EZA during the 7th anniversary, is kind of already outdated for the current meta. So this guy getting an EZA would be great. He was another unit that when he came out was in contention for being the best TUR. So his EZA could be absolutely legendary. So very much looking forward to his. Then we have another Tech Gohan enjoyer. I think a lot of people are going to appreciate this guy's EZA. Like I said, it's going to be very difficult for them to fumble it, but obviously we will see what they cook up. We have another of the Super Saiyan 2 Dual Dokkan Fest. This one definitely got a lot of mentions here throughout the thread, so that's really, really good. Another STR Kefla. Any Universe 6 buff so I can run Kale. Also, Kefla is my favourite character. I almost skipped the 5th anniversary to summon for her. Damn. Probably in the minority there in terms of the fan base, but damn, that's the dedication right there. So yeah, STR Kefla getting an EZA certainly could be very good. I'm assuming it would come as part of a new Universe 6 related celebration, so then we could also get the sub EZAs for like the Tech Caulifla, the STR Kale, and then that Universe 17 with the AGL Kale, sorry, Universe 6 would become a pretty solid contender. So that would definitely be very cool. There we go with the we got another Int Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta mention, definitely very cool. Shout out to Nakina. Enough time has passed, so we got STR UI Goku. Definitely would be very cool. We know AGL UI Goku's getting his EZA for the anniversary. This guy came out before him, so it would make sense for him to get his EZA first technically, although I guess JP doesn't really have much time. So will this guy's EZA come as part of the anniversary as well, especially if it is Tournament of Power related? That could be really cool. Then we have the AGL. When I saw this at first, I thought it was STR Future Gohan. I was like, he's just come out, he's still amazing. But yeah, this is the AGL Future Gohan and Trunks that just exchanges into Future Gohan. He's one of those unfortunate units that came out right before the red zone and then got kind of aged out because of that new shift in difficulty. So EZA for him would be very good. Another Tech Gogeta mention. And then this guy, unless I'm confusing the art from something, this is just a free-to-play unit, right? So I guess, maybe just really likes this unit, but that could be cool. We have Ace with the, the Int Super Saiyan, the Int transforming Gotenks, right? Base to Super Saiyan 3. And of course, alongside him would be the Tech transforming Boo. That would be kind of cool, these guys getting their EZA. We already talked about how Martian Power needs new, like, meta-relevant units. And yeah, we haven't had a new Gotenks for a while. Maybe this could drop alongside a fusing Goten and Trunks, or just a standalone Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. I feel like standalone Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is a unit that we've not seen for a while that could definitely make for a good unit. We got the tech one and then the physical one. And the physical one was during the 120 mono lead, like, meta. So that was a long time ago. So new Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks with a buff for this guy could definitely be cool. Then we have Phantom Dragon. This guy right here, so another STR Kefla. Should buff Kale. Could EZA with an LR Kefla or Dokkan Fest exclusive Caulifla, which could be soon since JP's next World Tournament Awakening should be the Universe 6 girls. That would be kind of cool, because obviously the anniversary is upcoming for JP, but like the first Dokkan Fest after the anniversary could be like a Dokkan Fest Caulifla, and then that could revive that Kale team, and then yeah, the sub EZAs for the Tech Caulifla and STR Kale that we already mentioned. Yeah, definitely would be very good for building out that Universe 6 team and making that team good and viable again. So there's the first actual mention for Tech Boo. We just talked about him, obviously, with the Int Gotenks mention. My glorious King Fat Boo. Shout out to Scarecrow. I need at least one good card for him, even if it's for only one turn. Yeah, it's still surprising, actually, there's no Dokkan Fest Fat Boo. When we think about Majin Power and some of the characters that we could get as a new leader, we still don't have just a proper straight-up Fat Boo. Like, there's a couple of side banner ones, but a Dokkan Fest Fat Boo you'd think would be a thing, right, by now. Excalibur, the STR UI Goku. This will be very hype because, like, this was a global first. So global players, I know, have a soft spot for this guy. He has aged out now, of course, to basically being a dodge or die unit in the current meta. But him getting an EZA would be super, super good. Oh, this is an interesting pick. Shout out to Rocky. Oh, King of Garlic Jr. Okay, fair. He doesn't need it, though. He clears fusions and mastering. Well, I don't know about that, but yes, an EZA for Garlic Jr. would actually be fantastic. I mean, funnily enough, we can see it on screen here with the card. He has a really good link set, is on a bunch of teams, and is a support unit. So him getting a really good EZA would be super beneficial to a lot of villain teams. So yes, his EZA in 2024 would be super good. The underside, Int Hercule. This is all it was. Okay, yeah, there was someone in my World Tournament subathon when we went the 21.5 hours of World Tournament Saturday to Sunday before the end of the year. Spent a lot of time in the chat talking about how good Int Hercule is and how well that he's aged. So obviously an EZA for him would definitely be very good. He'd be very, very useful for sure. Another mention for the boy Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Oh, this is an interesting one. Physical Angel Vegeta. Physical Angel Frieza. Because yeah, he has the instant transformation to gold, and I really like the way that he was kind of built with two different purposes for those forms, and then you can choose to transform him straight away. Like him with an EZA could be very, very interesting depending on what they decide to give to both of those forms. Like that could be very, very cool. Then we have Lokan Loria. This guy exactly, yep, Bardock, and STR Super Goat Jito, yep, a couple of guys that we've seen mentioned already. STR UI Sign Goku, yes. AGL UI gets the EZA like he should during the Annie. STR UA would be nice to see, yep, 100%. Oh, this guy, now, he actually will be getting an EZA with the next World Tournament on JP, whenever that is. So, of course, Global, we're like 3 World Tournaments behind. But when JP gets their next World Tournament, this guy should actually be one of the EZAs. And he should be really good. When he got his Dokkan Awakening to a TUR, he was relevant for ages after that, because he's a support unit that has damage reduction. So he was just really good, right? Like his EZA, you give him some sort of like defense raise on super, a decent amount of start of turn stats, and then even now pre-EZA, he has 58% damage reduction. So he could end up being really, really good. So hopefully they don't fumble him, because they don't have to do too much, and he could easily be like the West World Tournament EZA, actually a unit that you want to run on all these teams. Like he's on so many teams as well. Like Goku Family, Super Saiyans, Hybrid Saiyans, like all these teams that just really want more good support units, he will be on. So that would be awesome. AGL Dokkan Fest Trunks, poor Trunks. He was not particularly great on release, was he? So, yeah, hopefully they can fix that with an EZA. I don't know if he's too new, but he definitely needs it, right? Like I tried using him today on stream in a random challenge run where we were using a team of all Trunkses, and even against like Physical Sin, he just gets absolutely destroyed, let alone like Omega, who isn't even out on Global yet. So yeah, this guy probably, I don't know if we'll see it this year, but could be cool for sure. Had really good animations. Maybe make it so that post EZA his Super Saiyan form is actually really good, so you have a reason to want to transform him. But I guess we'll see. These guys are like only just over a year old, so probably not going to be seeing this. They're still very relevant and very good. So, I mean, I guess House McGill's just really excited for them to get an EZA, but probably not going to be for a while. Tech Janemba or STR Bojack, yeah, we mentioned both of those already. Janemba would definitely be very good, especially if they change the restriction on his orbs, right, to get the full buffs, to make it a little bit easier. And then STR Bojack could obviously be fantastic, especially being one of those units that you can choose to transform. So if they give him like defense stacking, I know he raises defense on super, I don't think he stacks, but very similarly to like how they did the Android 13 EZA, you just give him stacking, and then you could choose to not transform him until you finally decide to, and then you make the full power Bojack a massive damage dealer, right? So then we have Kefla, PUI. I'm assuming they don't mean the physical one, right? Because obviously she has a EZA, so I'm assuming this is either, I don't know if this is just autocorrect or something, or it just, I don't know what that means. Who knows? The STR one's more likely, probably not going to be the tech one, or at least not before the STR one, but we'll see. Trunks and Gohan. Trunks and Gohan. Is there a Trunks and Gohan card? Or are we just talking about like maybe Tech Gohan and another Trunks? I'm not really sure. Unless I'm completely blanking on a Trunks and Gohan card that does exist. But STR Kefla, yep, need those HL Kale buffs. Personal favorite unit of all time on release. Yep, the STR Super Vegito will definitely be very cool when he becomes a viable unit again. And then, yeah, there's Tech Gogeta again. Both of these guys will be super good, hopefully, once they've got their EZA and can be run again. Bean from Fall Guys. These two, yeah, very popular choice this dual Dokkan Fest. A lot of people looking forward to these. Top four, so we've got STR Vegito. I'm assuming STR Bojack. We have the Int Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and then the Physical Angel Frieza. All of these have been mentioned, but yeah, shout out to Zafar. Definitely ones that will be very exciting. Too many off the top of my head. 6 years, yep, we know about them. STR Super Vegito, Buhan, and then Int Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I've kind of already talked about all of the Universe 6 girl characters. I don't know if it would be too soon for the Tech, Kale and Caulifla that fuse, but yeah, all of these guys. I could see the first three being super realistic anytime there is another Universe 6 related celebration, right? And then yeah, these three, UI, Tech Broly, Int Gogeta, EZA, LR Gohan, Tech, oh yeah, the Super Saiyan 2 one, LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku, yep, still waiting for him, so made the video a little bit earlier today about his potential upcoming EZA and whether it could be on Global as well as JP. Go ahead, check that out if you haven't seen it. For LRs, it's STR Vegito. TURs, it's Tech Ultimate Gohan. Yep. LR, STR Super Vegito. I knew he would get mentioned a lot of times. So LR Tech Broly at 100%. There's STR Vegito again. Int Gogeta. Actually, I'm surprised no one had mentioned this guy up until now. The STR Super Saiyan 3 Goku. He came out on the 2nd anniversary. So on JP, he's about to be 7 years old and still doesn't have an EZA. And he's a support unit that has a Giant 8 mode. So could be very useful for a lot of these teams that he's on. But at the moment, is just completely unrunnable. So I actually do really want an EZA for him as well. Then we have the Super Saiyan 2 Dual Dokkan Fest again. Tech Gogeta, Int Blue Evolution, AGL Bardock, yeah, Buhan, Tech Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, Bojack, and Tech Broly. A lot of top picks here. So that's all the replies. As you can see, a lot of repeated ones. People very excited for the Super Saiyan 2 Dual Dokkan Fest. A lot of people really excited for Gogeta and Vegito. Some very, very common ones that we saw here. All could be very, very exciting. I just wanted to show the couple of quote tweets at the end here as well, because there's a couple of unique ones here. The AGL LR Goku and Arale, the free-to-play unit, that could be pretty cool. Good buff for some of their teams. That would be very interesting. Tech Gohan and Videl got a mention. Raditz. I mean, you know, it probably is too early, but he definitely needs it, right? So Goditz will rise and be the best unit again. Imagine if they gave him an EZA that went from him, you know, he was like one of the most disappointing releases of the year when he came out. Imagine if they made him like the best EZA TUR. That would actually just genuinely be hilarious. So we'll see. The LR Metal Cooler, I mean, yeah, I don't think so anytime soon, right? And we know that the 7-year LRs will get their EZA for the 10th anniversary. But yeah, Tech Gogeta, STR UI Goku. And unfortunately, whilst the physical Metal Cooler EZA would be crazy good, and so will the Tech Gods and the physical Super Saiyan 4s, definitely a bit early for them. Tech Janemba and AGL Pycon. No one specifically mentioned Pycon, I don't think, before this, right? But with the Ghost Usher ability, the fact that he gives support, If they raise his dodge and give him Rainbow Orb changing, it's over. Yeah, these units could be very, very good with their EZAs. Another physical Angel Freezer. STR Gamma 1. Yeah, definitely too early for him. Still a very viable unit, right? Like, he's not even... well, he's over a year old, but... Yeah, I was going to say he's not even like a year and a half old, but... Still very viable. Probably not going to get an EZA anytime soon, but hey, it would definitely be good. All of these, yes, no one's mentioned... this is a good one. I mean, not to say they weren't good, right? But we saw a lot of the same ones. The physical blue boys, the blue Kaioken, blue Goku, and blue Evolution Vegeta, these guys definitely should get an EZA next time we get a Universe Survival Saga related celebration. I'm really looking forward to them. The free-to-play Veku, I mean, obviously I could take it or leave it, but the AGL West Kai, she could be really good for some of these Realm of Gods teams with an EZA. And then there's the Int Goten and also the Tech Trunks. They could be really, really good with EZAs as well, because they have damage reduction, they get extra on super and everything. Like, these guys with an EZA could be really, really good. So, very cool to see them on the list here as well. So, that makes it for the list of the thread here, most anticipated or most wanted EZAs of 2024, based on a small snapshot of the community over on Twitter. Like I said at the beginning, if you didn't get to see the tweet, we did end up going through all the replies. So if you didn't end up getting to see this by the time the video was recorded, maybe you've replied literally right after I made this video, let me know down below in the comment section who your most wanted or most anticipated EZA is, especially if one of yours is a unit not shown in the video. I'd be really excited to know who you want to see getting an EZA during 2024. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.